Okay, welcome back. Hopefully the last video, the commercial for Padlet, got you excited and you're ready to try it out. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to log in, how to make your very first Padlet. So you got to go to Padlet.com. No, there's no www, just Padlet.com. When you go there, there's this huge red sign up button. Ignore that. Don't touch it. I want you to go over here on the top and you can just log in. When you get to that point, it says log in with Google. You want to hit that to log in with Google. Now that always confuses people because people then want to use their Gmail account. You're not going to use your Gmail account. You're going to say, just like so, you're going to put in your school email account, and that will get you logged in. Once you're logged in, that'll take you to your Padlet dashboard. I have some Padlets here that people have shared with me, some that I've made. But if you hop in here, you don't have any Padlets down at the bottom. You could say you want to make a new Padlet. Just hit the new button up there up top. Once you get to this point, there are lots of different ways you can make a Padlet. Just depends on what type of thing you're going to do. I think these are great for mind maps or webs or brainstorming. This would be great. The shelf option organizes things in columns. That would be great if you're having kids categorize things, like post something in the appropriate column. And you could just be a little more willy-nilly. A stream would be great if you're having a back channel where students are asking you questions, because the stream would just keep them organized in the order they came in. So it all depends on kind of on what you want to do. But I would say select one. And when you hop in here, it has a whole bunch of your settings, your title, you can change there, little description, you can change what your background should look like. You could pay money to get a nice theme, but I don't think you need to do that if you don't want to. You can change, if you want a little icon there on the top. If I were you and I'm using this in the classroom, I would definitely turn on this feature right here so that the author name, whoever makes the post, their name will show up top. So if little Johnny says something inappropriate, you know it was who you can attribute that comment to. You can allow people to comment or like things if you would like. There's tagging. You have the address if you want to share that there, but there are more share options later. But so that to set up your very first thing, the moment you come in and create that Padlet, you have the settings for the name, for the backdrop, for the icon. Definitely turn this on if you're using it in the classroom. Next are your privacy settings. Most of the time you want this to be secret, and that just means that somebody has to have the link to get into it, and you're going to send your students the link. If you're using this as an exit slip or as a discussion board in class, you want to allow anybody who has that secret link to be able to write to the board, which is fine. If the students are doing this as a project, you would set this up differently. But if you're using it here in the class as an exit slip or whatnot, secret, and can write to your best friends there, I always turn this off. This just says people can't copy your board and make a copy of it. You might even, if you feel like it, turn on moderation so that you would have to click an approval for everything the student posts, but that may be a little too much if you're trying to do a quick formative assessment. Next, you're ready to start posting. Now, don't feel bad if you got through and you don't like your settings. You're like, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. You can get back to it anytime just by clicking your gear here, and then your share option here. You can change your settings for privacy also. So you can quickly get back to all of those. Now, once you get to this point, what I would say is if you're using this in class, you have given students the link. The link, if you've made it and you think, oh no, I need that link and I forgot it, just hit your share button. And if you are in your share settings, there's this other tab called Share, Export, Embed, and you can say copy a link. That'll put that put it on your clipboard, so you can go paste that link into your Canvas course or wherever. You can email it to your students. You could do all sorts of options. I don't think, I would say probably copying the link is the best thing for you, and you can paste that on your Canvas or your classroom website. You could even, if you want to, save that QR code and have kids scan it with their phones. So there are a lot of ways to distribute this, but probably copying the link is the easiest. Now, so the students come into class, you've given them the link, they click on the link, they hop here, so they have the link to get here. You've had the setting that said that anybody can get here, can write. All they have to do to write is double click. Once they double click, oh look, it shows their name. They can write their answer, do a little description, boom. Double clicking is the easiest way. They can also press this little plus button down here on the bottom if they want to post something. They can drag their things around, so if they want to organize some things. But it's super simple. They just type their title, they type some text. Down here in the bottom, this looks like a whole bunch of buttons. It's really just one. So if they want to click anywhere down there, if they have a link or even a link to an image, they can put that there. If they have a file they want to upload, or they can take a picture from their webcam, which would be interesting. Now, I just want to show you an example of putting an image in there. If they want to put an image, they can just go to Google. They could say they're looking for an image of a parabola. They find one they like this is a beautiful parabola right here. They just need to get the URL of the image, so they could click here, copy that URL, paste it. That looks good. It's that simple. So they could do that with it. They could just do a link to a website. They could do a link to a YouTube. They could do a link to an image. They could do anything they want. So it's that quick to get them in there. Those are your settings that you need. And then the students, all they have to do, get the link and start double clicking, and you've got student feedback, you've got student ideas, you've got student work, and you can use it really in your classroom in any way that you see fit. And the students will love kind of seeing their names pop up, and it's a real quick, fun way to get feedback. So enjoy using Padlet in your class in that way.